10 tips to make you better in Marvelous Designer. Let's start with number 10. Extend internal line. Well, whenever you make a line like this and you want to extend that, don't do this. Instead, right-click on that line, extend trim to pattern outline. It's even better if you make it as hotkey. In my case, it's Ctrl+1, just like that. It's awesome, right? Yeah, and you know what's more awesome? It's number 9, trace. This is my favorite one. Why? Because with this, you can trace any pattern. Just select edges, make sure you cover every single edge so there is no gap. Select this tool, right-click, trace as a pattern. Boom. You can even trace a complex shape, just like this. Well, to make it even faster, use a hotkey. In my case, it's Ctrl+T. Just select that, enter your hotkey, bam. Alright, number 8, matchup. Well, if you want to move these 2 points in the opposite direction at the same time, it's really inefficient if you do like this. Don't do it. Instead, select these 2 lines, right-click, matchup to start, and now you can move them together. It's really fast and efficient. And you know what's even faster? It's now a 7, rotate. For some reason, if you want this line to be exactly straight, it's really not good to manually rotate this. Plus, it may not be straight. Well, here comes the rotate tools. Select this pattern, right-click, rotate, y-axis, and click on the line. And it will make the line straight. And if you make it as hotkey, you are flash, just like this. Number 6, holding Alt to manipulate curves. If you have a curvature pattern, that means you have curve points or Bezier curves. Well, just select that curve line, hold Alt, and you can manipulate that curves easily however you want. Alright, number 5, transform point tool. If you want to move these points in the opposite direction, and if you do this, don't. Use transform point tool. Double click in the middle to activate the pivot. Just drag. Very, very efficient. Well, the possibility of this tool is endless. You can select a pattern, activate the pivot, and then you can move the pivot. And from that pivot, you can scale, rotate the pattern according to your need. Pretty awesome. Number 4, use edit sewing tool to check measurements. You can check the sewing measurements with this tool. Everyone knows that. But you can use this tool to match 2 patterns measurement. And it's best used when you make sleeves. How? Pretty simple. Add a sleeve pattern and sew it with the armhole. Now if you hover over the sewing with the edit sewing tool, you can see the length is negative. That means the sleeve pattern is small. Now you can scale up the pattern to match both sewing and pattern measurement. It's really cool. Well, before number 3, let's talk about today's sponsor. Just kidding. Number 3, use Steam tool to reduce unnecessary folds. Well, if you made a garment and you did everything to reduce unnecessary folds but failed, use Steam tool. Just drag with this tool where you want to reduce the folds and it works amazing. But one thing to note, if you plan to export the pattern to make a real garment, do not use this tool. Number 2, align x-axis. Let's say you have 2 points and you want to match them. Well, you can just drag them to match, but it's better to select both, right-click, align, x-axis, and it will just be aligned. This tool helps in some rare case, so yeah. And the number 1. Okay, it's obvious, but the only way you can get better in Marvelous Designer is through practice. So practice daily, make traces. MD is not very complicated software like ZBrush or Blender, but it still needs practice. Well guys, these are my top 10 tips that make you better in Marvelous Designer. So that's it for this video, and yeah, I know it's different kind of video, so if you like this, let me know in the comment, and I will see you with my regular video in the next video. Yeah, bye.